Chapter 16, a beckoning hand. Beckoning, that means like a gesture to come over, like come and follow, a beckoning hand. "Stop that boy!" bellowed Winnie as Elfie dashed past some mothers pushing their babies down the street. The women turned their prams around, and soon the infants are the little babies, were bouncing up and down as they joined the chase. So even the mothers pushing the baby prams joined the chase, okay? A lollipop lady, a homeless man, even a group of workmen who were meant to be digging up the road, but as always were actually just drinking tea, reading newspaper, or wolf whistling at attractive women, all joined the hunt. So all of them started chasing Elfie. Winnie spotted PC Plank. Remember PC Plank, the policeman who was idle, that means lazy, who was idly patrolling, that means walking up and down the road and somehow managing to miss everything that was going on. So even though PC Plank was patrolling up and down, that means walking up and down the road, checking that everything's okay, he missed everything. That means he didn't see the chase, everybody chasing Elfie. She bellowed at him. So Winnie bellowed at him, "Stop him, officer!" At last, the policeman realized that this was his moment. This was what all those years in police training college had been leading up to. So all the years of PC Plank training in his police school, right? All this leads to this, okay? Her Majesty the Queen was going to personally award him a medal for bravery. So PC Plank think that the Queen, if PC Plank managed to chase Elfie, Her Majesty the Queen will award PC Plank. So the octogenarian, that means a person that's around 80 to 89 years old, very old, Scotch egg thief. Do you remember the Scotch egg thief PC was dealing with when Gaps and Elfie went to the police station to look for PC Plank? Then PC Plank said, "Go away. I'm busy with catching the Scotch egg thief." Okay, so now he said the octogenarian Scotch egg thief was small fry. That means this Scotch egg thief is actually just small business lah. Now was the time. So what's more important? Time to save the day. Plank's time. To save the day, he just meant by to catch Elfie. So he broke into a light jog. Light jog, that means he started jogging very slowly, lightly, okay? "Oh, it's you! Come back here, boy!" he shouted ineffectually. Effectually, that means uselessly, okay? Very useless. After only a few paces of light jogging, Plank was puffed out. So he was puffed out. Power walking also proved too much. So even walking was too much for him. Soon, even walking was out of the question. Leaning on a wall to get his breath back, the policeman spluttered into his radio. "Plank to base. I require urgent backup. Repeat, urgent backup." And knackered, that means extremely tired. Repeat, knackered. "And can you pick me up a bag of ready salted crisps on the way?" So PC Plank spoke on the radio and told his other policemen to get ready a bag of potato chips. Repeat, ready salted crisps. Urgent, over. Elfie carried on running. He didn't know where to. He just had to run. Racing around the corner, Elfie saw a street with a rather sad-looking parade of shops ahead of him. So there's a parade of shops. Most of the shops had long since closed and been boarded up. Sirens squealed. There was ee-yaw. Plank's backup from the police station had arrived. In an instant, 2 police cars swiveled into the middle of the road and screeched to a halt, blocking his way. So blocking Elfie's way. He cannot go anywhere now. The officers leaped out of their cars and took cover behind the bonnets. These are the bonnets. Can go and Google image what bonnets are. One of them spoke through a loud hailer. "Give yourself up, boy. You have nowhere to run to." Oh dear. "Did you pick me up some ready salted crisps?" Plank radioed through them. Negative. That means we never, came the crackled reply on Plank's radio. "No more ready salted left. We got you cheese and onion. Over." "I don't like cheese and onion," replied Plank. "Repeat." Negative on the cheese and onion crisps, over. So their mission is to catch Alfie, right? But now they're talking about potato chips. Alfie looked behind him. He couldn't go backwards. He couldn't go forwards. There was nowhere left to run to. Winnie smiled and smacked her lips. So Winnie's like, oh, finally I got you, boy. A smug grin surfaced on her face. You, boy, is going to the dentist. She had won. Or had she? Suddenly, Alfie heard a creak. His eyes darted towards the parade of shops. A door was slowly opening, and a long tin hand emerged and beckoned him inside. Beckoned, that means gestured him, like, come in, okay? It was his only chance of escape. Without hesitating, without stopping, he scurried towards it, creeped through, and then slammed the door behind him. Outside, he could hear the commotion of people rushing towards the door before Winnie's voice announced, "No, it's okay. Leave him now." So Winnie said, "It's okay, people. Don't have to chase him now." There was something deeply unnerving. Unnerving, that means something scary about all this. Why did they not follow him inside? So why did the people who are chasing him not follow him inside and catch him? It was all too easy. As quickly as the hand had appeared, it had disappeared. So it appeared and then disappeared again. Its owner was now nowhere to be seen. So the owner of this hand is now nowhere to be seen. Directly ahead of Alfie was a narrow flight of steps. Tentatively, that means Alfie, who is lacking of confidence now, he's not very confident, he approached them. So he went towards the flight of steps. At the top of the stairs, another door opened. Again, the hand appeared again, slowly beckoning him to follow. So slowly come, okay? Now he could see the long tin fingers more closely. They seemed almost too long to be human. So the fingers are really long. It doesn't look human at all. A terrible fear descended upon Alfie. Alfie started to be very scared. But try as he might to stop himself, his body kept climbing the stairs. So even though he tried to stop his body from climbing the stairs, but his body just had to climb the stairs. He went up one by one, okay? One by one, until he reached the door at the top. Alfie's heart was beating faster now than when he was running. So his heart's beating very fast because he's very scared. His mouth was as dry as a desert. Slowly he entered the room. A circle of blazing white light shone towards him, brighter and hotter than the sun. Blinking, Alfie could just about make out a figure. It was a woman with hair the shape of Mr. Whippy ice cream. The light behind her was so dazzling that he couldn't see any more than her outline. This is her outline, okay? "Hello, Alfie," came that familiar voice in a sing-song tone. "I've been expecting you." So who is it? Miss Ruth. Oh, jialat, die already. The end.